Hi Leo, this is going to be your reading for the last half of July 2018. As I've just briefly mentioned on the other readings, you know, I really do appreciate all the comments you leave. And as you know, I always try to reply to everybody who leaves the comment for me and takes the time to comment. But you know, what I really don't like is the petty comments, the nitpicking. These are free readings, okay? You don't have to view this reading. You can go to a different reader. But you know, when it comes down to people nitpicking about the position of my camera, sending me links because I mentioned buying a tripod, you know, I know where to buy a tripod from. I don't need the link. As much as it's appreciated, you know, as I said, there's other readers on here who have their cameras in different positions, and you're all free to view them and not to view my videos. But I do show you every single card that I'm talking about and explaining. So, you know, I don't really see how where my camera is positioned really has any impact on the reading. But with that being said, Leo, let's start the reading. So the card which is the central issue is the Three of Wands. Now, the Three of Wands, we've come from the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands needing to make a decision. Which path are we going to go down? We're now at the Three. The Three is now about waiting to see results on our decision. Some say waiting for our ships to come in, but waiting to see, you know, what results we're going to get, how things are going to work out. With the past coming through, we do have the World card. So this is very much saying that in the recent past, a chapter of your life come to an end, okay? And it's obviously still very much evident now in this present moment, okay? A chapter of your life has come to an end. And it may be for some of you that it's been a hard decision, a difficult decision. Some of you may still be struggling with the fact that a chapter of your life, a door has had to be shut. It could be, you know, a chapter of your life overall. It could be a relationship. It could be work. It could be home. You know, just because we're at the Three of Wands and we've made the decision doesn't mean it wasn't a difficult decision. Some of you, you know, may have made this decision from the Two of Wands to stay where you are, to stick with what you've already got. And you're hoping that that decision was correct. But with the World coming through, it's very much suggesting here that a cycle or a chapter has to come to an end. In the present moment, we've got the Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords can be dishonesty, deceitfulness, somebody being very sly, somebody maybe who's playing their cards close to their chest, who is planning to exit something, is planning to close a chapter on something, but is doing it on the quiet, on the hush-hush. Maybe, you know, somebody is being dishonest, somebody is lying. I feel it's more to do with this chapter coming to an end and you choosing not to speak about it or open up about it. But I don't know, maybe it is a case that there is somebody around you that is lying, is cheating. You know, this Seven of Swords, I'm sure it's come out in the last reading I just done for Cancer. And I'm not sure if it's come out in another reading. I think it may have. In your advice position, we do have the Four of Wands. Now, this is a card, yes, it can be the card of engagements, moving in with somebody, getting married. It can be the card of feeling at home somewhere, feeling at home with another person, a sense of peace within the home environment. But it can also be a card about relocating, about moving somewhere else. And it's in your advice position. So maybe it is advising you that a move is what's needed. And with that move, you may very well, as I said, be closing the door, closing a chapter on something in your life. Maybe it's a big move, a big relocation, where it's a new job, where it's a new home, a completely new environment. In your environment position, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So this for me is the family card, you know, where there may be shared home, shared finances. It can be talking about a relationship where there's children, where we know extended members of each other's families. But it could be talking about you with your parents. But overall, it's the family card. Yes, it can touch on inheritance. But, you know, for some reason, I feel that for some of you, this card, it showing up in your environment could be as I keep feeling that it could be to do with the fact that maybe you're having to leave the family home, the family environment. Maybe that chapter of your life is coming to an end of living at home. That won't be for all of you, but that could be for some of you. Hopes and fears. We've got the Tower. So look, are we fearing that our choice, our decision is going to be a mistake, that everything's going to come crashing down? The Tower's not always bad. You know, the Tower only ever removes something from our lives that is not in our best interest, that is not working for us anymore. You know, with the world coming through from the past, the Tower, yes, it's in your hopes and fears, but see, the world's coming through to say a chapter's got to end. But I feel that it may be a chapter that, as much as you want it to end, you're fearing it. Now, your outcome is the Six of Wands. Now, while this card can be a card of attention, okay, wanting attention, accolades, pat on the back for a job well done. Excuse me, Leo, I'm going to pause while I let Madam out. But the Six of Wands also can be the victory card. Coming through something that's been challenging and coming out victorious. And I think that's what it's more talking about. You know, finding something very difficult, finding something very challenging here. But in the end, it's all going to work out as it should. The three clarifiers, we've got the Eight of Swords. So for me, this is talking about how you felt in the recent past here. You know, where you've been trapped within your own fears. It's that mental imprisonment. You know, staying stuck somewhere out of fear of moving on. You know, when we're talking about maybe leaving home or, you know, relocating and starting a new job, all of those things, it is frightening. And none of us know how things are going to work out. And I feel that, you know, you've kept yourself trapped somewhere. And it's come from a place of fear. But then we get the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups, you know, it is the card of walking away. Sometimes only temporary, sometimes permanent. But it's a card of having emotionally invested. We got the 8 cups, but there's still the 1 cup missing. The 1 cup would have been wish fulfillment, 9 cups. So, you know, whatever we have been doing, whatever chapter that we were in before it's needed to come to an end, it was okay. You know, we got 8 cups, but we always maybe felt something was lacking or something was missing. So, you know, the 8 of Cups is about forward movement. We've come out of this 8 of Swords. I think we finally took the blindfold off. We're facing our fears and we're now deciding it's time to move on. The last card we got is the 8 of Pentacles. So this is often the card, apprentice card. You know, starting something new, a new career, a new job, new studies, whatever. But it's about putting hard work, time and effort into something. You know, the hard work and effort into something. So, you know, working on that craft, so to speak. Whatever it is you're moving on to, you're going to have to be like this. You're going to have to work very diligently. The card at the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Wands. So, you know, yes, this could be somebody else, Leo, but I think this is talking more about you. You know, you're a fire sign, and I think this is you. Charging off, you know, the Knight of Wands, it's passion, excitement, enthusiasm, adventure. I just think with the 7 of Swords there, I don't think it's so much about deception and lies. I think it's more about you kind of going off, starting this new chapter, but I just feel playing your cards close to your chest, not telling everybody, just choosing to go. Now, your card from the Psychic Tarot is accelerated motion, but this card came out reversed. So, you know, it's the same meaning, but it just means that we may be finding it a bit of a challenge. I'm going to read a little bit about this card because it's not a card that comes out very often in my readings. And it says this card represents speed, flight, swift movement, hope, passion, and above all, endings to delays. So maybe there has been some delays with starting a new chapter. Maybe the delays have come from a place of fear, that you've been putting this new cycle, this new chapter off, because as I said, there's an element of fear attached to it. But it does talk about speed and movement and hope and passion. But as I said, it may be that in terms of this forward movement, you may still be finding it slightly challenging. But nonetheless, it is what's going to take place. Now, your card from the Romance Oracle is pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Now, I'm truthfully not picking up anything in this reading suggesting to me that we're talking about an actual relationship. Yes, we've got the 4 of Wands there. Yes, we've got the 10 of Pentacles, but I'm still not feeling that. So this Romance Oracle message, it could very well be completely unrelated to the main part of this reading, because I just don't feel it's talking about a relationship. But when it comes to your relationships, there may very well be some red flags there that you need to pay attention to. So Leo, the same applies for August. The sign that has the most views throughout the month will receive the bonus reading. Thank you so much and take care. Bye.